Intelligence assessment. Strategic implications of Chinese space-based solar power SBSP and targeted scientific attrition. Date: February 23, 2026. Subject: Duluth. Capabilities of the Bishan orbital platform and loss of key Western scientific personnel. Strategic threat assessment. The Bishan orbital platform, part of the 2030 roadmap. China's Bishan Space Solar Power Station, under development in Chongqing, represents a paradigm shift. Officially for clean energy via microwaves, physics to transmit 1 megawatt from geostationary orbit are indistinguishable from a directed energy weapon. The tectonic trigger mechanism. The primary strategic threat lies in the system's ability to manipulate the environment around a target. A focused microwave beam at 2.45 or 5.8 gigahertz, directed at a seismically active zone, heats the ionosphere above the fault. This ionization creates an electrostatic link between the atmosphere and ground, and quartz-rich fault zones. This charge can trigger the reverse piezoelectric effect. If a fault is already at critical stress, this vibration acts as a catalyst, triggering a natural earthquake. Furthermore, low-frequency ELF waves, modulated on a high-power microwave carrier, can penetrate deep into the crust, facilitating fault slip. The ultimate advantage of this system is plausible deniability. A beam fired during high solar activity creates atmospheric ionization. This is difficult to distinguish from natural space weather. This allows a hostile actor to trigger geophysical events, while attributing the resulting damage to natural solar phenomena, effectively bypassing traditional acts of war. The knowledge denial operation, analysis of targeted scientific attrition. The deaths of Carl Grillmair, Nuno Loureiro, and Carol Jordan, in late 2025 and early 2026, represent a potential surgical removal of specific expertise required to detect orbital energy weapon usage. Their collective absence creates a significant detection blind spot for Western intelligence. Target 1. Nuno Loureiro, MIT, the plasma shield architect. Date of death: December 16, 2025. Homicide. Nuno Loureiro was a world-leading authority on magnetic reconnection and plasma turbulence. His research was critical to understanding how energy beams interact with Earth's magnetosphere. To beam energy through the atmosphere efficiently without scattering, one must master plasma stabilization. Conversely, Loureiro's work was key to disrupting such beams. Without his expertise, the U.S. lacks the primary theorists needed to develop a plasma shield, or jamming technology, that could destabilize a hostile microwave beam in the ionosphere before it reaches the surface. Target 2. Dame Carol Jordan, Oxford, the solar forensic analyst. Date of death: February 2026. Natural causes: sudden. Dame Carol Jordan was a pioneer in solar corona spectroscopy, specializing in the temperature and chemical composition of solar plasma. She served as a forensic pathologist for space weather. If a hostile actor were to fire a beam during a solar storm to camouflage the attack, Jordan's spectroscopic analysis techniques would be the primary method for distinguishing between natural solar spectrum and artificial ionization. Her death removes the capability to scientifically prove that an ionization event was man-made rather than a natural solar occurrence. Target 3. Carl Grillmair, Caltech, the gravitational watchman. Date of death: February 16, 2026. Homicide. Carl Grillmair's work on stellar streams and galactic archaeology involved mapping minute gravitational anomalies using the ribbons of stars. A massive space station or a fleet of cloaked energy collectors would create a specific gravitational drag or wake. Grillmair's mapping techniques were sensitive enough to detect these orbital mass anomalies. Even if the objects were optically cloaked, he effectively served as a radar operator for the local gravity field. His removal blinds the U.S. to the deployment of massive, undisclosed orbital structures that could be positioned over key strike zones. Strategic conclusion: the 2030 Bishan timeline is not merely an energy roadmap, it is a countdown to geophysical supremacy. By 2030, China aims to have a fully operational 1 megawatt station capable of beaming energy to any location on Earth. The elimination of Grillmair-Loureiro and Jordan suggests a preemptive strategy to remove the detector, the defender, and the judge. Consequently, as the 2030 station comes online, the United States faces a high risk of being subjected to natural seismic and atmospheric catastrophes. With severely diminished scientific capacity to attribute these events to a hostile state actor,